MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to Angel Stadium of Anaheim on this Thursday night. Tonight, the first of this four-game weekend set between the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Jaime Barria gets the ball for the Angels in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep in the games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be.
He's out.
Stepping up to the plate, Lou Gehrig. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field. McCutchen is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. Vida Blue, the Louisiana-born left-hander, will get the start on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Now batting,
number 4. Plate, Lou Gehrig. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
A 2-0 count to the Astros DH. Line towards center field. McCutchen is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Striding in once again, Lou Gehrig. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Gwynn ranging back. Unbelievable. A home run. I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And with it, the Astros have made this a 3-2 ball game now.
Well, they were a lot more comfortable up 3 than they are now, only up by 1. That just goes to show you 1 pitch, 1 2-run shot, and the entire complexion of a game.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Lou Gehrig, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First delivery to him on the way. Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Digging in once again, Lou Gehrig. And his confidence has to be in a really good place right now, having already launched 2 balls over the fence in this one.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence in that last at-bat when he hit a home run. First pitch breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive home run.
Find the ball,
we'll see
find
if
the
they
ball.
attack him more with fastballs in this at-bat.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead.
Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of the series has got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Houston posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Christy Mathewson claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Friday night baseball now from the
And
Big
now,
A,
your
Angel Stadium of Anaheim.
2020
Tonight, game 2
Los
of this 4-game
Angeles
weekend set between the
Angels.
Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball next on the show. Felix Pena is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. ERA just above 3 last year, which is saying something. This guy commands the strike zone. He's not afraid to throw strike one, controls the running game. A real
Stepping into the box, Lou
Batting
Gehrig.
fourth.
He takes
The
his first
designated
cuts
hitter.
in this one with a man
Number
at first
4.
and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One left for Houston, and now the Angels get their first opportunity in this one. No score. Walter Johnson will be on the mound for the Stros. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
So striding forward now,
Leading off
Lou
for the
Gehrig
Astros.
hit it hard
The
but
designated
lined
hitter.
out in his first at
Number
bat.
4.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0. Chopper to short. Ramirez fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Oh, amazing range on display there from the shortstop. That was all the way over on the second base side of the bag, so he had good momentum going towards first, and he's able to complete the nice play.
Striding into the box,
The batter,
Lou Gehrig.
number 4.
A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Hit softly down the line at first. Five runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. A little
All right,
roller
ease up.
toward
You're
the
up. You're
hole.
up. Good job. Good job.
And it eats him up a bit.
Man, you can't continue to make mistakes like this and expect to win. That's 3 errors so far in this one, and they keep putting themselves in bad situations.
Digging in and looking for more,
The batter,
Jimmy Fox.
number
Already
3.
2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Mays on third, Hornsby on second, Gehrig at first, 2 out in the inning. Soft
Okay,
liner
you're up,
to the
you're
left
up, you're up.
side. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Astros 5 and the Angels 1. Settling in now, Lou Gehrig.
Now batting,
He'll swing it from the
number
left side
4.
right here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely do you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Go,
Line
go, go, go,
toward
go,
right
go, go,
center.
go.
That gets down, and the inning will continue. And now Gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem. And the runner from second
way to
is
hit
in
the
to
ball
score.
right there. Good
It's
job.
a 9-1 ball game.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Now batting, Jimmy Fox. And we'll see
Now
what
batting,
he can do here with a pair
number
of runners
3.
on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Right side.
Stand up, stand
He'll
up,
get
stand
to
up.
this one deep in the hole. And the off-balance
Yeah.
throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Last half of the 5th coming up. Houston leads this one 9-1. Stepping up now, Lou Gehrig,
off for the
and he'll
Astros,
get us started in what's
the
officially the
designated hitter,
back third of this
Number
one.
4.
First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The 1-0 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. At the plate, Jimmy Fox.
Now batting.
He was a ground-out
Number
victim
3.
last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Line to the
Make
right
a turn,
side.
pick up the ball.
So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat,
Now batting.
you very rarely see
Number
back-to-back
0.
knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes,
Pick up
and
the
they're
ball.
jumping
Stay
all
right
over.
here. Stay right here. On the bag. On the bag.
And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Stepping in, Stan Musial. He flew out
Now
in his
batting.
last at-bat.
Left fielder.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a
Stan
base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
In the air now, out to left. Quinn has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he is safe at home as he beats the throw to Posada.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
So now it'll be the
Now
four-hole
batting.
hitter, Lou
Number
Gehrig.
4.
He singled his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Come on, get there,
Ball
get
to
there.
short, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Next up for the Stros, Jimmy Fox.
Now batting.
Working on a good
Number
line
3.
in this ball game. 3 for 5 thus far. Here's the 0-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Now to the plate,
batter,
Ty Cobb.
number
He went
0.
deep back in the 5th. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Into the box, Stan Musial.
Now batting, the left fielder, Stan Musial.
Ready with the 2-2.
On
This
the
is
bag, on the
ground
bag,
over
on the bag.
And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well.
Nice. I see you working.
Man, I think I've run out of superlatives to talk about their offensive production in this one. Some teams don't score 17 runs in a 4-game set, let alone in 1 game here. It's been incredible. Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
18-6 the final in this one this evening. The Houston Astros took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Walter Johnson earns his first win of the season. Felix Pena couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Just off the Orange Freeway, we're here live from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, a contest from the AL West between the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Number 47, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets...
4-4, take your base.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Lou
Batting
Gehrig.
fourth.
Great chance to drive
hitter.
in a run here in the
Number
early going.
4.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that baby's gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Astros have taken a 3-0 lead.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Striding in, Lou Gehrig,
Leading off
as
for
we
the
are all
Astros,
set to begin the third
designated
inning in this
hitter.
one.
Yeah,
Number
man, this guy
4.
flexed his muscles on that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. A solo shot down the line in right. His second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him.
Into the box now, Lou
Now
Gehrig. 2 hits
Number
and 2
4.
trips for him thus far.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Lou Gehrig will stand in again as we flash you back
Now
to the
batting,
early stages of this
number
ball game.
4.
There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
And that misses, ball 1. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
Count 2-1.
The 2-1 home. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. So stepping in, Lou Gehrig, 2 home runs already to his name
number
in this
4.
one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Line toward the gap in left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a double, his third hit this afternoon.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Stepping into the box, Jimmy Fox.
Now
He's coming
batting,
off a solo
number
homer
3.
in his previous trip.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Chasing after it is Ohtani. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Digging in the switch
Now
hitter,
batting,
Lou Gehrig.
number
2
4.
home runs and a double to his credit thus far. Having quite the game. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it's a foul ball. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Gwynn going back on it at the track. Unbelievable. A home run. I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw. Solo shot to right center. His third home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game. Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
13-1 is the final lopsided score. The Houston Astros posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Babe Ruth gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Number 47 struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Big A this afternoon, 45,477. The Angels once again thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
Afternoon baseball now on a Southern California Sunday at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The Astros will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Andrew Heaney gets the ball for the Angels in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But
stepping in, Ted Williams. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. From the stretch. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
So digging in now, Ted
Up next
Williams
for the
earned
Astros,
himself an
the
RBI with a
designated
sac
hitter,
fly his last
Ted
time at the plate.
Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
D-Rod.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, it's been a slow start as they come in with just one win from their first 5 ball games. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
This pitch is popped up. Simmons is in his tracks now. 2 gone. In now, Ted Williams.
Leading off for the Astros, the designated hitter, Ted Williams.
First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs a bear down right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
So coming to the plate,
bat,
Ted
number
Williams.
9.
He's 1 for 2
Designated
in this
hitter.
one.
And that last
Ted
at-bat when he went deep, he
Williams.
turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
This is
You're going, you're going, you're going, you're going.
A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Coming to the plate now, Stan Musial.
Now
It
batting,
was a walk
the left
in his
fielder,
last trip.
Stan Musial.
He
You're going,
pulls
you're
this
going.
one into right. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And the run will score from second base as they've upped it now to 8-1. Now in the box, Jimmy Fox.
The
No
batter,
hits in 3 tries
number
so
3.
far. He's struck out once. Williams at second. Musial on at first with 2 down. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
At the plate, Willie Mays. It
Now
was a
batting,
flyout for
the
him in
center
his
fielder,
last trip.
Willie
Almost, Matty. Almost
Mays.
went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Astros 8 and the Angels 1. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Ted Williams. He's 2 for 3 and looking
Ted
for more here.
Williams.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Lifted the other way out to left center. Crowd on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3, and it remains an 8-1 ball game.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
8-3 is today's final. Houston jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Cy Young earns his first win of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Andrew Heaney was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Astros, 8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.